The Continuing Adventures of Elise and Puppy, a short film by Neville Hiatt. Elise fell in love with photography before she knew how to read and write. Her uncle would visit and tell her family about his adventures flying around the world taking photographs. She grew up dreaming of being a famous photographer like him. She was famous now, but not as a photographer. Her paintings hung in galleries and homes all around the world. Some people thought her paintings were silly and ridiculous, while others loved her creativity and imagination. One of her favourite places for her paintings to be displayed was in hospitals. They aren't normally a very fun place, so she was happy to bring a little joy to those in them. She had spent too much time in hospitals and was okay with never seeing one again. But she missed seeing lots of other things. She missed clearly seeing the smile on her uncle's face when he told her one of his stories. She was old enough now to pronounce uncle correctly, but she still loved calling him Uncle. She missed clearly seeing the lights twinkle on the Christmas tree as the snow fell gently outside. She was ice skating on the pond one day and fell and bumped her head, and she hadn't been able to see clearly since. If Uncle could live life with only one arm, she knew if she really wanted to, she could still travel the world and photograph it like Uncle did. But for now, she was happy sitting in her backyard with Puppy painting. She loved sharing the mixed up stories. She used to tell her puppy about Uncle's adventures. She would paint them on big canvases, so it wasn't so difficult with her limited vision. And people would either love them or hate them. She didn't care about being famous, but she loved knowing she was helping others smile, even if she didn't get to see their smiles. They wrote to her all the time thanking her, and her computer would read the messages to her. Whenever Uncle was travelling, they would still talk on the phone, and Elise would use his latest stories for new paintings. Puppy was no longer a puppy, but she still called him Puppy. He would help her go outside into the yard to feel the sun on her face. She loved feeling the grass beneath her feet and hearing all the other animals. Her series of paintings called Views from My Backyard were some of her most popular. She would paint her back fence, but over the back fence would be scenes from Uncle's travels. She missed seeing clearly some days more than others, but her family still loved her the same, and that was what mattered the most. On the sad days, Puppy would snuggle extra close to her, and on the happy days she would paint. Every night she fell asleep under her special photo blanket Uncle had made for her all those Christmases ago, and every night all around the world, people fell asleep under blankets with her special paintings on them.